I think some of the best things from the session that Ted really brought to the table were actionable items that were realistic and achievable for all of our attendees, but felt personal enough that it really was an investment in changing who they were and their perception, which was exactly what we were looking for.
He really learned about the attendees of the conference first, asked extra questions, made sure he really understood the goals of the conference, what the attendees would want, and what we're trying to achieve. He was so easy to work with, and I would definitely recommend him to any of my meeting planners out there, but especially to people who know they want a low maintenance, high quality, high impact speaker.
I told Ted I wanted two things. I wanted people to leave with information that would help them in their businesses, and I wanted him to set the pace for this event in terms of the energy level. Mission accomplished. Did a great job for us. Had great feedback. When the event was underway, I was looking around at the audience, and they were very engaged in what he had to say, and I truly believe they were thinking, Ted is here talking directly to me.
As I was looking for the keynote, I was not only looking for the content, but the importance of connecting with our audience of executives, a very unique group. I spoke with Ted, he did his homework, and the keynote was right on. The feedback we've gotten from our attendees is that this was the best keynote speaker to date. And why? Because Ted took the time to reach out, get to understand their stories, get to understand their problems, and connect his message to them so that they can leave today and really take it back and improve their leadership.
One of the things that impressed me most about it was the amount of preparation that Ted did in advance of the program. He had contacted some of our memberships to really get a feel for what we were trying to accomplish so we could customize and kind of personalize the program to our group. The feedback that I got really across the board was very positive. I think everyone had at least one or two takeaways from the presentation that they could take back to their office and share with their teams, but also, and in my case in particular, some things that I can apply to my personal life as well.
I must have sourced over 20 speakers, interviewed probably 8, and rolled the dice on Ted, and boy am I glad I did. He just wrapped up day 1 for us. Our leaders are all buzzing about it. Of the 55 attendees we had here, I would say 50 of them took notes the entire duration. All of them are very excited and have all requested to spend some time with Ted tonight at our dinner. So thank you, Ted, for a great presentation today.
I received great feedback from all of our managers and all of our business leaders that this was one of the best speaker presentations that we've had for our annual conference. And over the numerous years that we've been doing this, outstanding feedback. We're really pleased with the presentation.
What I think what was most impressive is that he took pictures from the night prior, stories that had happened along the way, keynote takeaways from other sessions, and integrated that into a really harmonious presentation that reflected back to the core values of the conference. He didn't feel like he was there to do a job. He definitely made us feel like he was part of our team.
After it was over, our employees were so engaged and so energetic. He gave the presentation after lunch. Can you imagine that? And we had employees that were so enthused, just amazed by his presence, his presentation, the interaction that he gave, how he engaged the entire audience. I couldn't get enough of everyone coming up to me telling me how amazing Ted Ma was.
It's been roughly 25 minutes since our training ended, and I have been approached by no less than 24 people stating how valuable his training was. And you can see, when talking to them, you can see their wheels turning. And it's not just how they're going to apply these things in their work life, but how they can take a lot of that stuff and apply it to their personal lives.
I was able to hear Ted speak at our Oklahoma Primary Care Association annual meeting and was so impressed with his content that I also brought him in to speak to a leadership retreat that we were hosting off-site. Ted has several ideas, but one in particular that he presented to the group that I think can be career altering and job performance altering for our organization. And I would encourage you to reach out to Ted and bring him in to speak to your organization.
His presentation was totally targeted to what I had asked him to do, and also what the marketing directors had said were some of their challenges. And came away with just a terrific presentation that was very much filled with ideas that they could take away. He also has a nice approach of having interactive programming between the teams, getting them to have some fun, but also learning from each other as well.
I wanted someone that was going to give us something of substance that they can take back and use and pass down to their subordinates and to other managers. It was really important that they take something that they can use right away, and Ted gave us that. Ted gave us very good content that is relatable. He gave us content that was energetic. He's very articulate, and we are very thankful and very appreciative that he made the time to come and visit us today. But the group that we have at Always is a very diverse group, and what I really liked is that the general feedback from everybody is that they really liked the delivery that he gave. He gave very good examples, very real-time examples. He's given them tools that they're going to use not only in their professional career but in their personal life, and basically use those things to make themselves not only better leaders and managers but better people.
We had 2 sessions. We had a morning session and an afternoon session, and Ted spoke to all of our managers, and I can't tell you how pleased I am with how incredible that both presentations went.